Hi everyone, this is Amy Plum, back to answer some more of your questions that you asked me last week. One question that a lot of people asked was about inspiration, and I'm going to read off the names of all the people that asked me about it. Hirju Adhikari, Madison Bailey, Frida Sofia Hernandez, Janet Burkett, and Daniela Hinojos Chavez, Yaz Delacroix, Kathy Lynn, and Brooklyn McEwen all asked, what was your inspiration for writing the Revenant series? What gave you the motivation to go out there and show it to the world? I then got Samantha Woodrum and Emma Casely asked me, where did you get the idea to make your supernatural characters revenants? And Daniela Hinojos Chavez, sorry about the names, you guys, asked me, where did you get the inspiration for Vincent? So, the story of my inspiration, I'm going to put all of those answers together. When I wanted to write, I had decided I wanted to write a supernatural romance. And I made a list of all of the supernatural characters, supernatural creatures that I could think of, and to try to think of what type of creature I would be comfortable writing about for 1, 2, 3, or 4 years. So I made a list of all the regular ones like vampires, werewolves. I did mummies, gods, angels. I even went totally Narnian and did fauns, centaurs, nymphs, just everything you can think. And I couldn't think of anything that I really wanted to write about. A lot of the things, including werewolves and vampires, had been written about so much already that I didn't feel like I had anything to add to their mythology or to twist or whatever else. So finally, the two things that interested me the most were zombies. Maybe because I'm a historian. I love the idea of having beings who have lived in other times come back to life. And then gods, just because I like the idea of having all sorts of supernatural gifts. So I decided to try to mix the two of those together. And when I started writing Die For Me, I wrote them as, I just used the word zombies. And I wrote all the way up to the kissing scene on the Pont Neuf, on the Pont des Arts with Kate and Vincent. And I thought, I can't have a kissing scene with a zombie. All you can think about is like the smell, pieces falling off. I'm sorry, it just was so unromantic. So I was like, no, I can't use this word. That's when I tried to think of another term that would be applicable to my characters. And I decided to use the French word revenant, which means a spirit that comes back for a certain purpose. And actually, once I had that word, I thought, what purpose? What purpose do these beings come back for? So I kind of did things backwards in a way, in that I didn't know in the beginning that revenants died saving other people's lives, saving humans' lives. I just knew that they kept coming back to life over and over again, but I didn't know why. So really things kind of went backwards and from lots of different inspirations. Another way that I thought about revenants, once I had decided that it was a being that came back to life, I did what everyone should do and tried to tie my mythology in with mythology that already existed, or at least history that already existed. I feel like that is a way of creating world building or mythology building that makes your creations much more credible. So I thought, who else in history has come back to life? And having been raised in Birmingham, Alabama, you can imagine what kind of stories I had heard most of my life, and which had basically been drilled into my subconscious. So I decided to go with what I knew very well, and drew from the stories and the monomyth that I already knew and that was really a part of my psyche. I'm not going to just spell it out for you because that would be too easy. But look up what the word, what Vincent's name means in French, Delacroix. In the story where Vincent dives off the bridge, read that page and see what form his body makes. How long are the revenants dead per month? How do they come back to life? For what purpose? And then the character who was telling everyone that Vincent was going to be the champion, kind of in a way announcing someone who would come and save everyone, is named Jean-Baptiste. Put all those together, and you can probably guess where my inspiration came from. But as I said, it's always nice to take foundations for your story from something that already exists and that a lot of people believe in. Because there's a reason people believe in stuff. It seems credible to them. And if it seems credible, then why not borrow it? All right, so that was some of my inspiration. That's going really long. That was my inspiration for Vincent. That was my inspiration for writing the Revenant series. My motivation for going out and showing it to the world. I had written one book before. It's a book that has not been published. And it was kind of a comedy memoir about living in the countryside, in the French countryside. And when that was not sold to publishers, I got great compliments on it. Everyone loved the way I wrote, loved the stories, whatever, but said that form had been done again and again, where the American woman moves to either France or Italy and talks about her life. So I think that publishers were wanting something a little more original. And when I came up with my Revenant story and realized that it was original enough, that's when I really wanted to take it forward and tell the story to everyone else. That is the end of that question. I will answer more later.